What's up, Dunk Squad? It's wankdunkin, no vision dunking, and we're here with episode 1 of WWE 2K23 Realistic Universe Mode NXT. Hope everybody had a blessed Easter weekend. Before we get into it, I'm going to be going over the roster so you guys know who will be competing on what show. We didn't get a chance to do it for Raw, but we will be doing it for Raw on episode 2, and then here in NXT, also NXT Level Up, and Friday Night SmackDown. Alba Fire, first person here, the former NXT UK Women's Champion. She is now in NXT. We will also be having people from the main roster from Raw and SmackDown coming down to NXT just to help out because, you know, the NXT roster is always small when these 2K games come out. But there's going to be a lot of NXT wrestlers coming in the DLC, but until then, we're going to fill the roster with some of the Raw and SmackDown superstars. One of those being Apollo Crews, who I have currently on Monday Night Raw, but just like real life, Crews going back down to NXT to try to win that NXT World Championship. We have Axum here, who used to be A-Kid. He's here in NXT. One of the new tag teams, we got Brutus Creed, Butch, also Pete Dunne. He is the NXT Tag Team Champions, along with his new partner, Ridge Holland. We got Cam Grimes here, who had a big 2K22 becoming NXT World Champion, also becoming NXT North American Champion. Carmelo Hayes. Also, shout out to Carmelo. All the superstars, all the men and women for NXT during WrestleMania weekend, NXT Stand and Deliver, they stood and they delivered. Also, Indy Hartwell, congrats, coming NXT World Champion. You got Cora Jade, one of the newest female superstars for our NXT roster. You got Piper Niven, who I have on Raw, but she'll be competing in NXT until we get some more women in the division. Gigi Dolan, part of one of the new tag teams here, Toxic Attraction. Got Grayson Waller, Ilya Dragunov, JC, JD McDonough, Julius Creed, Creed Brothers, Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, also a new tag team in the women's division. We got Natalya, who is the NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, along with Shotzi. They are a team known as the Blackhearts. Nikita Lyons, Noam Dar, Reggie, Ridge Holland, got Roxanne, Santos Escobar, who is on the SmackDown roster, but he left off 2K22 as the North American Champion, coming in at 23 as the North American Champion still. You got Shanky, Shotzi, the other half of the NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, Sonya Deville, who will be on Raw, but she will be starting off here on NXT doing double duties. Dijak, who is also a member of Raw, but just like real life, coming down to NXT. Ciampa, who left off the main event at our Stand and Deliver in 22 as the world champion. He will continue being the NXT World Champion here, but he will be a member of Friday Nights. Got Tyler Bate. Veer is coming to NXT. You got Wesley, and lastly but not least, Zoe Stark. So that is the roster right now for NXT. Like I said before, we're going to have DLC with a lot of NXT superstars joining the roster, and we might shift some other people around. But for right now, to start things off, episode 1, that is the roster. Now let's go over the card. First match, we have a number 1 contenders match for the NXT World title. We have an 8-man match. You got Cam Grimes, Ilya Dragunov, JD McDonough, Dijak, Grayson Waller, Tyler Bate, Carmelo Hayes, and Apollo Crews. The winner will become the number 1 contender for Tommaso Ciampa's NXT World title. After that, we have another number 1 contenders match, but this is for the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. We have Kaden Carter and Katana Chance against Toxic Attraction Peep, who is their manager there in the corner. After that, we have Wesley going one-on-one with Veer, Mahon. After that, we have a tag team match, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Butch and Ridge Holland, the Brawling Brutes, taking on the Creed Brothers in a non-title match. And then in the main event, we are going to crown a new NXT Women's Champion. Ember Moon no longer here in 2K23. The title is vacant. We will crown a new champion. We have Alba Fire, Cora Jade, Roxanne, Zoe Stark, Piper Niven, and Sonya Deville. Now let's waste no more time. Let's get into it. So the first match, we have 8-man tag team action, or 8-man battle royal guess you could say. Between Cam Grimes, Grayson Waller, Ilya Dragunov, Tyler Bate, JD, Carmelo, Dijak, and Apollo. The winner will face Ciampa at some point for the NXT World title. Who will become the new #1 contender? It will be Ilya Dragunov is your new #1 contender for the NXT World title. He will go one-on-one with the champion, Tommaso Ciampa, at some point. Next, we have our second #1 contender match, and this is for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. We have Kaden Carter, Katana Chance against Gigi Dolan and JC Jane, Toxic Attraction, who have Sonya Deville in their corner as their manager. Let's see what happens in this match. The winner will be Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. They will face the Blackhearts, Shotzi and Natalya, at some point for the NXT Women's Tag Team titles. Now, the first match that we're going to hop in and tune into, Wesley going one-on-one with Veer, Mahon.
Gentlemen, it's time to keep your eyes on the skies.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Dayton, Ohio, weighing in at 183 pounds, Wesley!
Wesley, who retained his North American title in a 5-way at Stand and Deliver in real life.
Competitor too, winning the NXT North American Championship even. Somebody call air traffic control because Wesley is about to
Wesley, who was featured in 2K22, didn't win any championships in 22, looking to win some championships here in 2K23. Was in a tag team with Swerve Scott, who's not here in 22. Wesley back in singles competition, but he has to go one-on-one with this man who has came to NXT, Veer, Mahon.
And his opponent from Uttar Pradesh, India, weighing in at 275 pounds, Veer, Mahon!
Here comes the man with $1 million arm. A knockout punch, but also lots of unchecked aggression. Look at the rage in the eyes of Veer. I fear for the opposition tonight.
Can Wesley get the upset, or will he fear Veer? We got Wesley and Veer Mahon. First match here in NXT in 2K23. The now white and gold NXT.
His offense is innovation at its finest. Well said, Byron. I think we're all looking forward to seeing what Lee pulls out in this match. Hope he isn't getting paid by the hour because Veer Mahon is probably looking to make this a quick one. The Lion of WWE has feasted on many an opponent in his young career, clearly staking his claim as a big man on the rise, and very few have been able to stand against him.
See, we have Angelo Dawkins' twin brother as the referee here tonight, who is usually the referee for Raw, so that lets me know that the referee settings are a little messed up right now, but they'll get fixed later. We're not worried about the referees, though. As long as they don't screw things up, we're not worried about who the refs are this year.
He's been put on the defensive.
And now Veer just pummeling Wesley, but Wesley with a big kick to the face of Veer. And now a double stomp to the shoulder.
And what's your best chance at taming the so-called Lion of WWE? Fast feet and lady luck on your side. The one knock on Veers is inexperienced. Look at this. Oh,
and a suicide dive. Wesley trying everything. Try to get the big win. over Mahon.
One step ahead of Veer there. And now gets tossed into the ring. This one is headed outside, guys. Great strength being shown here. And a well-executed move we just saw there.
Guys, they're getting way too close for comfort here.
Yeah, I've seen this before, and it doesn't end well.
Round and round into the satellite DDT.
And the Lion looked more like a house cat there, guys.
There's that innovative Wesley offense catching you off guard.
My goodness, look at this.
Wesley showing that he has no fear for Veer. As he drags Veer to the center of the ring. Can he get the cover? Can he hook the leg?
And a shoulder in the air.
And Veer powering out of the pin attempt at the count of 1. Now Wesley with some more
He hits the head scissors. And he goes
high-flying maneuvers.
just kicks out.
You have to think this battle is starting to weigh down on him.
And that was an efficient display of offense with that maneuver. Oh, impressive counter.
The announcers may be right. The only disadvantage that Veer has in this match, as he just clotheslined.
Yeah, Veer is making this uncomfortable.
Clothesline from hell to Wesley, turning him inside out. The only thing that Veer is lacking is experience. Wesley with a ton of experience here in NXT. But what a clothesline from Veer.
Picture perfect takedown.
He's been placed in the...
Onto the back of the neck, sends their opponent to the middle of the ring. Whoa, handstand.
And Wesley with a moonsault kick to the face. Can Wesley score the upset here in the first episode of NXT?
Kick out just in time.
Down.
And Veer continuing to power out of the pins. Veer looking for a knee. Wesley rolling out of the way.
He's going for the pin. This could be it.
Kicks out after 1.
Still going to take a massive effort to keep him down.
Another 1 count.
He turns it around. And we just saw some serious offense.
The Lion.
And now Veer, the Lion,
He's got
as they like to call him,
locked in.
Now would be a wise time to submit.
has the submission locked in. Wesley not giving up.
And he escapes the submission before things got more disastrous for him. That was a hell of a maneuver there, guys. And did you hear the impact of that?
Wesley setting up in the corner.
And now Wes
Setting up his opponent.
from the corner.
Here. Flip DDT. Cover. 2 count. I thought he had him. Gotta be kidding.
And Veer continuing to power out. Wesley has hit Veer with everything that he can hit him with. And now trying for a corkscrew, misses, drop kick to the face. Veer with the leg hook.
Managed to keep this match going. Both competitors digging into wells they didn't even know existed.
Veer looking for another clothesline. And what a first match here in the 2K23 Realistic Universe mode for NXT. Wesley hopping right back up and then falling right back down before he rolls out of the ring.
He's got to be mindful of the count.
Back of his neck. Watch out! They're coming towards the announce desk.
What the hell are you doing, Byron?
Wesley going back to the top. He missed the corkscrew the first time. He's going for an elbow drop to the back.
No, didn't get it. This is insanity.
Did you expect anything less?
And Wes's counter.
Oh, and after that DDT, I'm afraid that Wesley may have been busted open. And now Veer from the second rope. You normally don't see this. Right across the head of Wesley.
Thought he had him. You gotta be kidding me.
And now Veer showing the frustration. Cannot put Wesley away. Another DDT.
Wesley's limits continue to get pushed to this match.
Veer ferociously fighting through and closing the gap on the opposition. He saw that one coming.
Veer going back to the submission. Wesley missing with the kick.
What to do next?
Right to the esophagus.
Wesley keeping up again.
Sent
Tossing
into the
Veer into the corner.
back of the neck, sends their opponent to the middle of the ring.
Handstand into a Pele kick.
Wes with a big-time move.
And the NXT fans here, they want to see that Pele one more time. But Wesley wants to end it here. And Wesley gets the dub over Veer in a very competitive match. Wesley and Veer, have yourselves a match. That is going to be hard to follow up. But in the end, Wesley, who did not give up, took everything that Veer had coming to him and was able to handle it. Wesley with the upset victory here in our first match here in 2K23's NXT. Your winner, Wesley. Next, we have a non-title tag team match between the tag team champions, the Brawling Brutes, and a new team here in 23's NXT Realistic Universe mode, the Creed brothers, Julius and Brutus. Can Julius and Brutus get the win over the tag champs? And they do. Creed, Julius, and Brutus with the win over Butch and Ridge Holland. And now for the main event. For the NXT Women's title, we have 6 women. We have Alba Fire, Zoe Stark, Cora Jade, Piper Niven, and Sonya Deville, who we're actually going to be hopping on the sticks with as she has inserted herself into this match.
She calls herself the young veteran, Alba Fire.
A woman with plenty of accolades, and she's just getting started.
No more Kaylee Ray. She is Alba Fire, the former NXT UK Women's Champion, looking to become the NXT Women's Champion.
Making her way to the ring from Glasgow, Scotland, Alba Fire.
Titles in nearly every major women's division, the longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champion.
Calls herself the Forever Champion, and she has indeed earned that moniker.
Also became NXT Tag Team Champions at Stand and Deliver in real life. But Alba Fire, she wants that NXT Women's World title.
A woman descended from
She has 5 other women standing in her way. But will Alba
That cannot be extinguished.
be able to burn them out of her way? One of the newest additions here to the women's roster at NXT, Zoe Stark.
Zoe
This is a tough, tough woman.
No doubt. Zoe Stark, one of the hardest hitters in the women's division. Also
probably the toughest in this match. And if I wasn't playing with Sonya, would probably be my pick to win this match.
She calls herself undeniable. Well, it's time to prove it.
I have every bit of confidence that she will.
A young lady who loves to fight, Cora Jade.
But does she actually like skateboarding?
And
Pulling up on her small ass skateboard, Cora Jade.
Amazing young talent.
Looking to win the NXT Women's World title for the first time in her career. Former NXT Tag Team Champion in real life with her former best friend, Roxanne Perez.
I haven't seen this much blatant misuse of a skateboard in wrestling since the Dynamic Dudes. But Cora can get it done in the ring.
And we're not going to call her the name that you see there on the monitors. We are going to call her by her name. Piper Niven is here in NXT. We explained we're going to be having main roster members arriving here in NXT to support the roster until we get more people down here in NXT. But what a win it would be for Piper to become the NXT Women's World Champion.
I tell you, there are some times when Doudrop seems unstoppable inside
Piper
that ring.
seems unstoppable, Corey. One of my favorites,
A great young talent with an extremely
Roxy,
bright future.
the Roxanne Perez.
Texas, Roxanne Perez.
Before she turned 21 years old, she had already won the first ever NXT Women's Breakout Tournament and the NXT Women's Tag Team titles.
And she has a bright, bright future.
The first superstar to compete on SmackDown who was born after it premiered.
Well, you're older than television itself, so I'll take your word for it, Saxton.
Roxanne, who's probably the fans' pick to win this match. One of the most popular women here in NXT, but now Sonya Deville, who we saw earlier at ringside with Toxic Attraction. She has announced that she is the new leader of Toxic Attraction alongside JC Jane and Gigi Dolan, and now trying to go back to her GM powers, asserting herself into the match, convincing me in the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels to put her into this match. And she got her wish.
She's a powerful striker.
She looks to become the new NXT Women's Champion here in this six-women match.
Not been a recipe for success for her at times, though.
And I promise you guys I'll give you guys more gameplay. So we are controlling Sonya Deville, because I'm getting attacked right away by Piper. Come on, Piper. I'm trying to put some respect on your name, and you attack me first? Let's go out to Cora Jade. I don't like what you did to Roxanne. Come on, let's jump her, Roxanne. Now, this is not elimination style. This is first pin, first submission, wins the match. Just like a triple threat, just like a fatal four-way. What a slam. What a German suplex by Zoe Stark as she reverses our move. And my girl Roxanne helping us out, but come on, ref. Zoe start breaking it up. And a big boot from Piper to the face of Deville. And I hear a steel chair. I didn't see it, but I heard one. I think Alba Fire may have had a steel chair at ringside.
Monster set up in the corner.
Deep into the arsenal. Vicious knee. Using the knee. Over the arm. Who's she looking for into the ring? She re-enters the ring now. Oh, look at the mounted thrashing.
So much action is so hard to keep up with. Also, no disqualification. Same rules. Just like a triple threat fatal four-way. But it is going to be tough to get the win here in this match. There's going to be breakups for the pins everywhere you look. What a spine buster from Sonya. Roxanne had to run all the way across the ring just to break up that pin before she suffered that drop kick from Alba Fire. And Sonya Deville with a running knee to the face of Cora Jade as Piper was slowly walking to break up the pin. Couldn't get there in time. Must have been gassed. I ain't gonna cap. I did not expect Cora Jade to stay down after that weak-ass running knee I did. But Sonya Deville, who complained to me and Shawn Michaels, was able to assert herself into this main event match, announced that she is the leader of Toxic Attraction and now is your new NXT Women's champion. Well, that'll wrap it up for the first episode here of NXT in this WWE 2K23 realistic universe mode. Until the next episode. Congratulations. Congrats to Sonya Deville.